Guys, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to make a miniature watermelon squishy. I do not have one for demonstration right now, but hopefully in this video you will understand what it looks like. For this you'll need a rounded makeup sponge or a big sponge. I'm making miniature squishies and this one is slow rising kind of already, so I am not using puffy paint. I'm going to be using acrylic and fabric. I'll need a rounded makeup sponge. And I hope this lighting is not too bad for you. You'll be needing a source of paint like fabric paint. This is a fabric paint tube. Poster paint. If you're using poster paint, you can use the mixed glue. You'll be needing glue. And you can use acrylic paint, which I'll just get you a demonstration if you would like one. Then you'll be needing some yarn or string and cardstock if you'd like a tag, only a small one if you're making the small squishy like me, a Sharpie permanent marker for detailing and marking, a glue gun for gluing tags on if you don't have an eye pin and self-strap like me, clear packaging, which I might not be using today, but this is if you want. You can buy these. You'll also be needing something. Sorry, got these. Okay. You'll also be needing something to stir with, such as a popsicle stick. And something to mix in, which I have my mixing cup. So let's get started. First, you want to take your makeup sponge and see if you want to cut any. And as you can see, this is like it doesn't rise like straight away. It's easier to see on the pink ones I have. And you want to take your mixing cup and you want to add some green paint. You can use assorted paints as I showed you in the beginning. So I'm going to be adding green poster paint mixed with glue because I'm happy with that. So you don't need too much. That mixed with some glue, which I have here. And if you want to just go back to the intro of the things you will be needing, you can go ahead and see if you can go back there if you want to know. And just about a little bit less glue. So then you want to stir it up. I have this stir stick. Stir it up. So you just want to stir it up. So you want to leave that sit just for a couple seconds just to leave it soak through. So while you're leaving it sit, you want to take your sponge and with a Sharpie, going to draw a black line on the outside of the sponge, as that is the skin. It's going to be on the outside and the red is going to be in the inside of the circle. If you do not want this, then you do not have to do it. And this is only a bad line. This is not going to be really what you're going to be doing. I forgot to mention you'll be needing an old paintbrush for this as well. So you want to take your paintbrush and your paint with the glue. Never use a good brush because glue can ruin your brush. You want to start painting the outside. Now you can paint over the black line if you don't want that black line there. Now, if you want to leave it there, because afterwards with a, you'll be using black paint to do some detailing, and have a surface where you can wipe. I put down a big white sheet of paper just to make things easier. I'm a messy painter as well, because I like to just be kind of messy, and I don't have to worry that if I get something on the table. So yeah, I'll be back what it should look like when you have the green done. Also remember to paint the sides. Okay, I have the sides and the back all done. This is what it looked like. It's okay if you put it down on one side. Just paint one side lighter than the other. Now, with your cup, you might still have some in there. So you want to go clean it out or get another one. So I'm going to go clean it out and I'll be back. Then in the new or clean container, now it's not too clean, but you want to add red paint. And you can go back to the intro or what you will need if you do not know what source of paint you can use. So I actually took out too much, but that's okay because I can use it for another project. So you want to take your glue and add it. I'm coming to the end of my glue, so I'll have to put some more, but yeah, and as we did before, stir it up. And if you still have a little bit of the other color at the bottom of the cup, just because red's quite a dark color, don't take any notice, and just stir it up. Okay, sorry for the dirty background, but take your squishy, and if you don't like touching paint, you can wear some gloves, but you just can paint it. Now, I know some people will not like to touch this. You can also make other types of food using this method. So yeah. And I'm saying I'm not the one who came up with this. I just literally saw a picture. So I just wanted to give it a try and see would this work and would people like it on YouTube. Now this is not great lighting right now, but I apologize. Oops, jeez, I was looking at the camera, but I apologize for not the best lighting. So I hope you don't mind. So if you do end up doing what I just did, just get a paper towel and dab it because it's okay. So then just take your brush and clean it off so you don't have much paint, and smooth it out because you're going to be turning this side over for a couple seconds. And this is this front of mine because this side didn't go too well, so I want to be careful on the other side and just paint this side. Okay, so we're back to the side that I started with, and I'm only going to add a little bit because a little bit of other paint went on it, but we're going to start doing detailing. If you want to leave it like this, you can, but I'm going to just fix it up a little bit, clean off your brush, and I'm going to clean out my cup again so I don't waste the cup. And I can also put this paint in another container. Okay, so now what you want to do is, if you want to do detailing, you can. I'm not saying you can leave the squishy as it is right over here. This is how my one is. You can leave it like that, or you can do the detailing. So first what you want to do is take some more green paint. If you have a darker green, you can just put that in now because I'm just going to show you to make a darker one. I only have a light one right here. I don't need too much. I'm going to put a light green in with a tiny bit of black. Now I mean tiny because, sorry, I forgot this block doesn't open, but with a tiny bit of black because you don't realize how much black affects other paint. So if you want a tiny dark, if you only want a tiny, I have black on this, but if you only want it slightly darker, then you barely need any black, because black can put effect on colors, because you might think, oh, it's only a tiny bit, but you don't know how much it can change. So I'm just going to close up the bottle of black. Okay. So I'm sorry for the really bad lighting right now, and I'm trying to make this tutorial quick, but I'm doing this without editing because I don't have a great editing app, and when I use that app, for some reason it's blurry, and I actually might have to do this tutorial again because stuff don't upload on my mouse phone properly for some reason. So just mix that up. Okay, so you want to take your squishy, and you want to take your, 2 seconds, I'm wiping the camera. I actually just got some paint on it. Okay, so you want to take your darker color paint and take your brush, and remember an old brush, and you don't have to do this as I said. Put darker lines going around this, so, and in the back, so yeah. Okay guys, so I'm being lazy right now. I only want to do it on the front because I like it this way, but so then you want to make the face, if you want a 3D face, use fabric or puffy paint. And if you want to just make a flat face, you can use the glue and paint mixture. So I'm gonna take my fabric paint, and I'm trying to get still a good lighting. Let's see, will it be good? No, not without that. And I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna add my fabric paint, and I'm gonna do a kawaii face. So if you don't know how to do one, you can just start practicing them. And this is actually really hard to do off camera, so I'm gonna be back when I have it done. Okay guys, so I forgot I can't put on the fabric paint on a wet surface, so I'm just gonna take my brush, and I forgot to mention I told you need glue with the black for the face. You don't need glue, so sorry if you have that done already. So you just want to take it, and I'm going to show you how I do my kawaii faces. This is a bit bad right now, but I'm just going to do a happy kawaii face. So you just want to do practically 2 V's, kind of like this. Wait, let me just get it. I hate the way there's so many fails in this video. Sorry. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Maybe the camera will stop doing weird things. Okay, so, and just do 2 kind of V's back to back. And I don't know why the red looks so orange on camera. So just do that. And then do a happy, sad, whatever face you want to do. And so cute. So that's kind of how you do this part of the squishy. So now let's get onto the tag. And by the way, leave this drying by a light or something if you want to make it dry faster. So yeah. Okay, for the tag you want a clean surface, so I just made sure this paint was not wet. I'm taking this piece of cardstock which I pre-cut, and I'm going to just finish cutting so you have so you kind of have an idea of what I'm doing. I took some scrapbook scissors, which you do not need to use, and I'm just cutting out a square of scrapbook or cardboard. Sorry, the phone just dinged, but if you just heard a ding. So yeah. So sorry. And I'm just gonna cut this properly right now, just because I need to get one piece out, so I don't need to stop it for that. Okay. So then you want to draw your own tag. So I'm just gonna be putting kawaii. I spell it a different way because I like the spelling. So you can spell it the real way, Kawaii. I just like the spelling. If you've ever noticed. And then I always leave space for a small watermelon. That's really bad, but okay, so then you can color it in, and I'm just using other permanent markers, so yeah. And guys, I have a disclaimer in case you keep hearing dings. That's just, there's something wrong with my mom's phone. I'm filming on her phone. So I'm just doing these like off-branded Sharpies just because they're just quicker. There. And then if you want to add a color on the back, go ahead. And I'm going to be adding a yellow because it's just a nice yellow. I'm just going to go over the tag like this. So yeah. Then what you can do is go to the back. No, the back might be, yeah, like this. And you can just like do like a little writing. I don't know, I'm just doing like Chinese writing. And yeah, if you keep hearing that, I'm so sorry. And then a little barcode. I'm so bad at these, so yeah. And kawaii face in the corner. So yeah, then you just take your string, and you don't need a lot of this. It's only a small squishy, and you don't even have to make this tag. Cut a piece off with a regular. It's easier. I'm sorry if you keep hearing that. It's really annoying, I know. Okay, and then hold it like this, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so if you have something like that, that's okay. Now, I did make the tag really bad, and I actually literally forgot to put the squishy on, but I only made it small, but this is how you stick on the squishy. Now, it's not really dry at all, but I'm going to just show you anyway. So I'm just holding it up to a light for a second. Okay. Turn it around, and it's the last thing you want to hear, I think. And you want to find a nice place, and you want to take hot glue, and that's how I hot glued the string on, by the way. That's how I glued the string on, I mean. And you want to just hot glue it onto a place that you like. And I recommend doing this when the squishy paint has dried. And this hot glue is really hot, so be careful. And just let that dry, and I'll show you what the finishing results are. Okay guys, so I put the tag on upside down, but that's okay. But this is the final results. Now you can make the tag longer, but I'm not really going to be using the squishy anyway, so I'm just like this. But thank you guys for watching, but this is the finishing results, and I cannot really do a squish test, but I can try showing you. So, thank you guys for watching, and please give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below how you think, and please hit the big red subscribe button, like that one, that red, and leave your thoughts down below. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.